My brain.
Hey, ho ho!
What's up, fellas?
So
Valentine's Day. What up, yo? It's Valentine's Day, Pal-entine Day, because we're all a bunch of pals.
Little bromance going on.
No, broski.
Brolentine's Day.
Oh,
That's just
boy
stupid.
face.
Hey, what's going on out there? It is Friday, February 14th, 2025. Welcome to another edition of the Cavalry Crew. We've got Stefan, Derek, Hoy, and maybe a couple others showing up eventually. Who knows?
Maybe.
They still think they're on Army time and not Jason time.
There's that. Wait, well, yeah, they're looking for that sundial if they're on your time.
Jason time goes very quick.
Sigma.
Yeah, Jason time is like rapid time because my time is coming to an end sometime soon.
It's so fast that you eat dinner at 3.
I gotta get that early bird special.
You gotta get that early bird.
Where's that? I need my Metamucil.
Don't forget, I just turned 46. So
Oh my God, you're practically dead.
I know. You know, what's funny is people say in their 40s and 50s you're middle aged, but what if I die in my 50s? My middle
I don't
age was
think
in my
so.
20s.
That's right.
I thought 30s was like middle age.
That's what
How
I'm
do
saying,
we
if you
know when
math,
your middle age really is?
Let me see.
the average
What?
lifespan of a male is what 75 for white male. So we'll
Not
call
in my
it.
physical fitness.
Oh, you're right. The period of life between young adult and old age, generally considered to be between the ages of 40 and 60.
That's why
What?
people in their 40s and 50s have midlife crises. But
I'm
who's to
still
say?
young,
Who's to say I'm going to die in my 80s?
Yeah.
I mean,
What if
yeah,
I die tomorrow? That means I my midlife crisis should have really been in my 20s.
right?
Have you had one yet?
No, I don't think I
Then
want one.
you still got up to
Look at these-
60.
Look at these boobs, man.
Look at that. Jiggle a little bit. That's our calendar
Yeah.
right there.
I've gained so much fucking weight lately. It's crazy.
Come on. Where's the little Debbie's at?
I don't know. That's the crazy thing. I don't eat sweets. It's stupid. Like
You just
I don't
carb
know
load in
how
there?
the hell. I don't know how the hell I'm gaining weight.
Got to be those carbs, man. It has to be at that.
Fuck
He just
carbs.
said he doesn't eat carbs.
No,
You
I
don't
said I
like
eat
donuts?
sweets.
Donuts are
Well,
carbs.
donuts are good, but I don't eat them. I don't go out of my way to buy sweets.
Hmm.
So I don't know. There are clothes that I wore at Thanksgiving that I can't wear right now because I've gained so much weight.
That's how much you ate at Thanksgiving.
And Christmas.
And Christmas. Back it up.
Greens, beans, tomatoes, potatoes, you name.
Yeah. I think what sucks though is the fact that I'm always cooking for one or two people. So there's always a shit ton of food left over. It's tough to eat for one.
Yeah.
You don't have to eat 2 plates, but why?
Yeah, but everything out there is made for like more than one person. So like when I'm cooking something, like I cook for more than one person.
You need to like food save it or something.
Well,
Meal
I do,
prep.
but still,
You got a vacuum sealer, throw it in the freezer.
I do.
I don't have a vacuum sealer.
You should get one. I got one. They're sweet.
Yeah, they're sweet. Because see, like what you're saying, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be soup, chili, spaghetti. If you got that much left over, you just vacuum seal it and have it next month.
You can vacuum
How do you-
each individual portions.
Yeah.
How do you vacuum seal a bag of soup?
Well, the
Yeah.
bottom is already sealed, and
Yeah.
then you pour the soup into it, and then you seal that in.
Yep, and then it seals.
And then it freezes, and you got this brick.
Yep.
What else would you vacuum seal?
Vegetables.
The trophies
Poop?
from all my victims. I mean,
Yeah.
Poop?
what?
You
Where am
can. Foreskin.
Gotta keep it somewhere.
Hey man, you can't lose it.
When you take it, put
Good
it
luck.
in a dehydrator, and serve it to your guests as chips.
Hey man, it's like having a removable hood for your coat.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
You need it, sometimes you don't.
Put a little salt and pepper on it, you know.
So I can vacuum seal poop and then use it for my next year's colon test with the VA, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Theoretically,
I don't
mean,
think that's the
there's no.
test you want to cheat on, though. That's not the one you want.
Right?
You want accurate reading.
Doc, I don't know what's going on. My poop always comes out clean.
No, dude,
I
you
don't know
better
what
be
you're
sending that. You need fresh people.
You're dying of colon cancer. But
Wouldn't
Doc,
that be some shit?
I
Can
wasn't
they-
last year. What's going on?
my colon tests always come back clean.
That's so fucking crazy. It's like the stupidest thing to lie on.
I mean, I can understand if you have to do the how would you cheat on a colonoscopy? You can't.
You can't. You're getting that camera. Unless you send
It's going up
somebody
there
that's you.
regardless.
No, I can't do it. I did it once in my 20s. Never again because the prep
Oh,
was
you were
just
early,
terrible.
huh?
Yeah, was having some issues and the prep was just ridiculous.
What they do, going dry?
No. It's what you have to you have to drink that gallon of bullshit
Yeah.
and then you're stuck an entire day shitting your guts out. It's tough. Never again. You'd think by now we are in the 21st century, you'd think that they have a better way of prepping you for a colonoscopy.
There's only one way to flesh it out, Wise.
Anal. What?
That's
What?
only a very small portion there, Derek.
need a little bit more.
You need a little bit more cleaned out, you know.
Yeah.
Remember, you got what is it, like a half mile of intestine or something like that wrapped in there?
Why don't I just do an enema?
Yeah, just do it right before. Just blow it out, throw the camera in.
What, is your dog going to give it to you?
What?
What?
An enema.
What
What do you think I said?
think you fucking said?
That was the best late response to something that I've heard in a while.
I'm so confused right now.
Well, welcome to the club.
He doesn't even know what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
do you know where you are?
No, that pendulum be hitting sometimes, you know.
That's right.
That's right.
So, boys, let's see. Are we done with winning yet?
No,
Are we done with what?
Winning.
this is America. That's all we do. Is
America. That's all we do is win, right?
No matter what.
Because I've got a pretty good list of things. So everything in Washington D.C. is happening so fast. Like even the press corps is bitching because they can't keep up with him.
I think that's amazing. I think they're bitching not only because they can't keep up with it, is the information's coming out so accurate and rapidly, they don't have time to spin their narratives.
Well, that's right. And I don't know. It is crazy to think that everything that's going on right now, even he's even getting some accolades from former bureaucrats that haven't been in DC for a while, and they might have worked for former Democrat presidents like Obama or Clinton, and they're even giving him praise that all the fraud, waste, and abuse that's being found. I mean, we're up to $93 billion right now on the Doge tracker.
Still haven't even hit a month yet.
Nope. The goal by 2026 is $2 trillion. So we'll see if they hit it. But it's amazing. 1,000 people got fired from the VA today. 1,200 people got fired from, I think, the CDC today. Another 1,000 or 2,000 got fired from the Department of Education. We're finding ways to cut the costs. What I want to know, though, is one of those 1,000 from the VA. It better not have anything I needed signed off
That
on.
was your rep.
Like 99% of them that I know of that got laid off were just some over redundant support staff.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Somebody that's
You
just
know,
standing there not doing anything all day long, just making a typical government check.
yeah, because they're all probationary. And most of these people, if
Mhm.
you have to be on a job probationary for a year, that means that position was not needed to begin with.
Well, that's like they're looking at like 9,000 IRS agents to basically scrap because they're also at probationary. Oh, there's Zach.
I said, Zach, how are you?
Hey,
How are
Hello.
you?
hello.
How's everybody doing?
Oh,
Hey, Robbie, long time.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck your mother, fuck your grandmother.
Fuck these boobies.
That's a nice Tom behind you, Derek. Oh, never mind. You know, reason.
He
Ain't
knows.
no reason.
He left.
Where you been at, Homo?
Working.
Yeah.
That's cat.
Working. Whatever.
Oh, I did that.
Working that corner.
I did that Houston storm, and I followed it all the way to southeast Georgia. I
remember that. That was a few weeks ago where they had the 10 inches of snow in New Orleans, right?
Oh, that was a fucking nightmare. Lake Charles
Right.
was an absolute nightmare, and then yeah, just been home and got an interview coming up for a local job for a company I used to work for, which will keep me home every night. So that'll be nice.
Oh yeah, that company's called the Army.
No.
Great benefits.
Home
Yeah.
every night.
No more of the great place. Fuck that. I'm really not that.
No,
far from-
actually, so here's the question I had for you guys. So the Army just put it out on a tweet today that if you were wrongfully let go during COVID because you refused the shot, not only are you able to come back in at your current rank, but you also get back pay.
Oh my God.
Would you guys do it just to get the back pay?
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not.
Shut the fuck
Because
up.
this is what's going to happen. You're going to go back to some type of bullshit boot camp training standard. They're going to make you,
Internet.
if you're in some leadership position, you know they're going to fucking get you back up to speeds on current policies. Then
That's
you're going to be in
anywhere.
a position
Well,
to where, let's
yeah.
say you're already at 10 years, you've been out for fucking 5-6 years. Now, guys, I would not do it. Like,
Has it been
you've
5
already
years?
lost 8-9 years of time in service towards your retirement.
But you get back paid for that.
It's all back
years.
pay.
But there's
And you're
there's a
coming in at
catch.
E6. No, there's no
But
catch.
there's still a catch. There's always a catch.
What?
Like,
you have to
you're
walk
gonna have to.
around
All right,
and
so you
kids?
come in. All right, well, you're gonna have to go in depth. All right, not just a 4-year contract.
How do you know that? You don't even know that.
Hey, let's Google it. There's always a
What if-
catch.
What if it's only a 4-year contract?
I guarantee fucking no. Maybe for some Joe, but for a fucking NCO, I guarantee not.
Why? Why do you think that?
Because anything after a certain timeline, anyways, you're required to go in depth, no matter what.
It only within 4 years they'll have your replacement ready.
Maybe, but I don't know, man. I don't know. There's always a catch. There's always a catch.
Why would the government screw you over?
So here, on their Twitter feed right now, this morning, soldiers who were separated due to COVID vaccine refusal, you're welcome to return. You can still be all you can be with back pay. Watch the space for details. In the meantime, hit the gym.
Hit the gym because I know they're out there getting McDoubles every day.
Yeah.
I need 40 chicken nuggets.
And then there's a link to an article on the Department of Defense's website. It says DoD prepares invitation to bring back troops separated for refusing COVID vaccine. So
That's it. I'm going to the recruiter.
Yeah, I mean they won't send you straight back to the line. You're going to have to go through some type of bullshit training again.
No, you won't, Owen. It's all
Yes,
in
you
your head.
do. Yes,
It's
you
there.
do. You will.
They're
They
gonna
will do. They will do some
See, and
bullshit
it's gonna be
training.
like
You're going to have to do
2009 all over again.
Guarantee it. I will bet my life on it.
That's
As
not
part of an
much.
executive order by President Trump, active duty and reserve service members who were discharged solely for refusing to receive the COVID-19 vaccine may request reinstatement at their former rank.
You think those people would actually want to come back after being screwed over like that?
Fuck no.
I'll bet you a
Probably
lot of those
not.
people, though, really need the money.
Yeah.
Well, actually, those would have been discharges, so their record is looking like shit right now. Right?
No,
I don't know.
they still get an honorable discharge.
Do
The
you?
department rescinded the mandate on January 10th of 2023. I'd have to read the actual executive order regarding reinstatement to understand all of the what happens. But the DoD right now is going through all the process of writing the guidance.
Where do I go to get one of these mandates?
So what's weird is like the article says involuntary discharged, but then the article also talks about service members who were voluntarily separated. So
So that means there are different options, but probably dependent on unit dependent. Fuck,
it doesn't
that was
say.
hard.
It says it's all part of the same article though. So it says for those who voluntarily left the service or allowed their service to lapse due to the vaccine mandate, the military services will reach out through broad communications, including social media, website content, or newsletter to let them know about the process if they are interested in returning to service. This process includes, among other things, submitting a written statement attesting that they chose to leave their service or allowed their service to lapse rather than be vaccinated under the mandate. Service members who voluntarily separated will not receive back pay, bonuses, or other compensation. So if you voluntarily separated, then you won't receive the back pay.
Well, it sounds like it was like a unit dependent. Like some unit, it was up to the unit to decide, and some of them probably were cool and were like, "Hey, how do you want to do this?"
So
And then others were like, "No, fuck you, you're discharged."
in both cases, whether service members were separated involuntarily or separated of their own free will, rejoining the military will require them to accept a 2-year commitment to continue military service and also meet current military retention standards.
2-year Bowen. Fucking suck it. Nerd.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's always a catch every
They
fucking
just-
time.
Wise and the government would never lie to us.
No. But here's the thing, though. If I was one of those that was forced out, involuntarily discharged, I would ask, what is my back pay? Let me see that first before I sign anything.
And how do you
Because-
get it up front, or do you have to complete your contract first?
No,
Or is
they
it
would give it up
50-50
front.
split?
I think they would give it up front because you are owed that back pay. They can't tell you, oh, here's your back pay, but you got to finish your 2 years first. This isn't a
That's
bonus.
slavery.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't a bonus aspect. I don't think the new DoD or the SecDef would do that.
Honestly, though, who got? Because it's still got to show us something. I doubt it's honorable.
It says there's 8,000 people that were involuntarily discharged.
Right, but what's that mean? Is that just a general other than honorable, or
No,
No.
they get.
I don't know what they were classified as when they were thrown out.
so? Like, I get the. Well, no, because they just said if it was voluntary, you don't get this option.
If it's voluntary, you don't get the option. But if it was involuntary, you get this option with the back pay, your current rank, and I forget what else it said. But what I don't understand though is
You're on a podcast.
no. It was right in my brain, and then you said something, and I got sidetracked. But
Metamucil.
But whether they got, I believe they were discharged under general.
I mean, they
Right,
regardless,
that's what I'm saying.
regardless, they don't get a negative discharge. They still get
Right.
their.
I don't
all
think they
their-
had a
their
negative
benefits.
discharge. But I don't know. Wait, why are people getting discharged? I'm late.
Because they
So-
dyed their hair.
So Torres, this was back during COVID when they refused to take the vaccine, so they were involuntarily discharged.
And now the Army knows they fucked up. They're trying to get
So,
these numbers back
yeah.
up.
The Army's now offering them back pay and other things to bring them back up to speed where they should be, but they have to sign a 2-year commitment.
2 years.
I don't know.
Bad, man.
It's not bad, especially a lot of them are struggling. I would do it if I was struggling and I had the option, and if I was
That's a
still
big
in
chunk
physical.
of change.
Yeah, if I was
Even
still in
as-
physical fitness shape and I was one of the ones that was involuntary separated because I refused to take that mandate. Oh, here we go. So they will also receive their bonuses and other compensation.
So that back pay should include BAH, BAS, all that stuff as well.
Hold on, you're telling me they can afford this, but there's bases that don't have food right now?
Of course, man.
But you're also talking about 2 separate administrations.
Yeah.
Right, but wouldn't you focus on feeding the ones you have already?
No.
Well, in the end, I think they're trying to avoid a lawsuit.
Bring in
No, we don't
the
need
new
food.
army.
We need more mouths to feed.
They got powdered eggs. It'd be all right.
Yeah.
Hey, with all that extra money, get some McDonald's.
Well, I think as they transition into the new administration and the new leadership of the DoD and the new branch leadership, I think you're going to see a complete different change in how the bases are ran.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at them already changing the names back to regular base names again.
Well, it's like everything in law, right? Nothing's overnight, so
Right.
people are still suffering, waiting for something to finally happen.
That's why
And
I mean,
even
look,
when you get
people
to-
blaming the
oh,
plane
go
crash on the administration change.
even
And
if
it's
they
like,
just
okay,
dump
that was 8
money
days.
into their account,
Yeah,
it would take forever to get that food in.
right. But I don't know.
And then on the outside of that, North Carolina's still fucked.
Yeah,
Right.
$500.
No, 700. Jeez,
Sorry, my bad. You're right. 700.
come on, man, that's a bill to pay.
Come on, man. I don't know. I would seriously think if I was in my 20s, late 20s right now, or if in my early 30s or whatever, and I was still if I was struggling because of
I can
our
see it from that
economy,
perspective.
I would ask to go back.
I just
If
want
you
that
do the
big
math-
chunk of money to go buy a bunch of guns.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, if you do the math,
Can you imagine what they're gonna do with that big chunk of
God,
money?
They're gonna tax me on it.
Well,
So say I was one of those guys that got kicked out.
Mhm.
And you got a disability rating. I mean, how would that work?
Yeah, So I have buddies that went from active duty
probably
to the
pause.
VA, then into the guard. So what happens is they will hold your disability pay, or at least for the guys that are in the guard, you get paid in the guard, and the VA takes that money back out as if you're still claiming those benefits. So it's a weird situation. But
I
you would
imagine
have
it
to
would
give
be
up- you would have to give up your VA benefits, then go through the process all over again after you got out.
Well, you're not giving up your benefits; they're just freezing
No.
pay.
I would imagine it's frozen, and then
Yeah.
when you get back out, you're reevaluated.
Yeah, they would do a whole reevaluation and all that stuff again.
I bet.
Or
I
say,
bet
what
you
if
the
you knew
Army.
somebody that just got out, and they got really fat and tried to put their Class A jacket on and almost got stuck in it?
No.
How would that work?
The letter said go back to the gym.
Yeah, it says
Yeah,
in the
the
bill.
letter
It
says-
says
get,
in the
get,
bill
to
to
the
go
gym.
back to the gym
Mhm.
and get yourself back to being ready.
Mhm.
Got it. Yeah. I'm
So
not doing
don't call them that you want to go back until you can fit that Class A again.
that. I don't think I'll ever fit that back. I'm never going back, boys.
Boys, let me tell you what. I was going through some, because after I had that garage fire, I lost all my photos, like from all my deployments, which sucks. I've been trying to piece stuff back together off of everybody's just throughout the years. Guys have been sending me photos and stuff. I just found a bunch of photos from 2011 of all of us, boy, y'all were baby faced.
Yeah.
You, Josh, Zach, I got all
All
pictures of you
smooth
guys
skin
standing
up
in
here.
front. Yep, standing in front of a grill
Well,
in
look,
the middle of
I
fucking
mean,
Baghdad.
they were all just kids.
Yeah,
I was 18.
I'm a real boy.
I'm a real boy.
I don't know. I mean, Derek, what would you do? Would you go back?
No, fuck no.
Even
I
if
mean,
What
it's
if
a
you could be a
large chunk of
drummer in
change?
the military
Well,
and
we
get
do-
back paid?
You do the math. So let's say I made $80,000 a year as an E6, E7. That's 320 grand for the three. Let's say you've been out for 3 years or whatever. What most of those people start getting discharged in 2022, 2021.
Early 22.
So I mean, we'll just round it up to 3 years. That's 320 grand.
Oh, wait,
plus
no, I'm
minus.
sorry. It was 21.
Okay,
It was
so
21.
so we'll call it, close depending what your rank is, 350 to 400K of back pay
Man,
minus
they're going to be
whatever.
some ballers on days.
But yeah, but they're going to tax the shit out of that too.
Be
Yeah,
fucking
it
No
doesn't
way.
matter.
They're gonna go and
Dodge
buy a bunch
Challengers.
of Hellcat wad bodies.
There you
Yeah.
scat packs, baby.
go.
The only difference is you'll never see these for sale because they all get paid off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll slap that cash down.
Yeah, they're just gonna fall out. Boom.
They'll all be on the Fort Hood Avenue just getting all those used
There'll be like
cars.
50 of them lined up.
It'll be all the ex dependoponimus driving them around.
Depend upon
Real
it.
men.
But here's something else they don't mention, and that's a concern because again, I got it if you're a young Joe, but once you're already, I'm more talking about the NCO and senior level. E5, E6, you've been in, 5, 6, 7, 8 years already. You're coming back in, especially if you're over that 10-year mark. With the way the retirement's changed now, because it's now more like a 401k system. So how does that affect your retirement now?
Well, you don't know that's not gonna change neither.
No, it does change because the whole system's changed. Because it went from, you do your 20, you get the
You're
50%.
digging in too far. Just do
No,
your 2
it's not.
years for that almost $500,000.
But let's say you do decide to stay in. These are questions that need to be brought up.
Then you take a
That's your
large
own
chunk of that
personal
change.
decision after that.
You take a large chunk of that change and you put it into the
Yeah.
retirement.
No,
they're
what
gonna
about everything?
blow that shit. All
Well,
of
that's
it.
what I'm saying. But what about the stuff you had before? If you
Don't
joined
say
before this
any.
term, you were initially promised this retirement. Now that you're rejoining, what retirement would you fall under now? Technically, if
I
they're
would-
reinstating it, you'd have to fall back.
I would say if they're giving you back pay and everything, then the years have to contribute to your retirement.
Yeah.
The only problem
that's
is that it's not going to count toward your rank.
Yep. That's other. You know what I mean? That sucks.
So
So
if
you're
you
gonna have
were
to
on the
start
list, if you were on the list, the promotion list,
You're
But
you're
if
gonna have to start the
they're
time and grade
back
all
paying
over
you, they're
again.
giving you that time back, right?
what?
Well, no, you won't. You're not going to get free time and service out of that, though. I don't think. No,
Well,
I guess you would.
They're saying they're paying for you. They're gonna count that as, hey,
Sure,
if
your
you
time
only
and service.
2 years,
But-
that's 3 years. Now you're at 5 years.
Yeah, but you're still. What about your time and grade now? Is it going to start over? What's going to happen with that?
Probably not. This is gonna be a special deal for
It's
a
probably going
select
to be.
group of people.
Yeah.
You're
Like, there'll
probably
be
going
a
to have
handful of
a
people that are like, "Oh, I'm this class," and
mhm.
that's it. It's just how it's gonna be.
So you're going to have a whole bunch of ranks with asterisks next to them on their chest.
Yeah.
Because regardless, even if they did come back in, they have to account for that. They only need X amount of E5s, E6s.
Mhm.
Like, even if they give you that pay, it's still going to be like, hey, you're getting this pay, but we got to drop you to a specialist, or
And
we got to take you down to this or move you to this to fill that gap.
And I can see why they're doing it, and they really should make it even more lucrative for the junior NCOs because they, in December and January, they had the highest recruiting for the Army.
Fuck you. They get a clubhouse to themselves.
But no, what I'm saying
nerds.
is they had the highest recruiting numbers in like 6 years since Trump since he was elected in, and then he was saying that Pete Hegseth was going to be his Secretary of Defense. December and January had the highest recruiting numbers in like 6 years for the Army.
Yeah, but the last 6 years have been shit for
But
recruiting.
no,
anyway.
what I'm saying is they should make it more lucrative for junior NCOs to come back in because they're going to need them. Because of the increase in recruitment.
You know, the only reason why they need numbers to come up is because we're about to go somewhere.
We're not going anywhere.
Kuwait.
Kuwait.
Back.
Australia.
We gotta get all our shit back from Afghanistan, remember?
Yeah, right. $8 billion worth of shit.
You need my helicopter back.
We're going to Greenland.
We can't stop wrecking them here, so we need those ones. So
Yep.
Did you guys see? So speaking of Greenland, did you guys see the bill that one of the congressmen put up? He proposed about taking over Greenland and renaming it Red, White, and Blue Land.
Well, technically, we had the chance to buy it. We were supposed to buy it. This was what, back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, for like super cheap, and we never did.
Yeah, I don't know that, but I just think it's funny that he's good. They come up with these ideas just to be on Trump's good side. Red, White, and Blue Land.
what are you drinking, Bowen?
Banana. No, it's banana cream pie moonshine.
Ew.
Cream pie.
Oh, Pal-entine, getting that cream all over your lip.
Did you see what they're renaming Spruce Knob in West Virginia?
Nobody
Trump.
gets news from West Virginia, Bowen.
Yeah.
Whatever, fuck
Oh.
you guys.
So this is what I wanted to talk about West Virginia. What do you guys think the West Virginia Facebook would be like?
Mountain Dews and hot dogs.
Dude,
Oh,
What if West Virginia had its own style of Facebook?
There's not an AI system that could keep up with that spelling grammar.
Or the
Dude,
pictures?
so Facebook would be written in copper, you know. Then
Like, would it be old style phone books?
oh yeah, dude.
It'd just be like 50 tweakers trying to sell the same shit to each other.
They would just
Yeah,
call
like
it
converters.
Hollerland.
Heartland.
Catalytic converters.
Catalytic converters.
Yep.
I'm surprised you haven't got robbed on.
Oh, everybody knows I have cameras everywhere and the dogs. So
Oh, you're that weird boomer vet.
no,
You got
I-
like
yeah.
landmines in your front lawn.
He's that weird guy that as soon as you step on his lawn, the spots come out. And
All 50 dogs.
I mean,
come
I
running
have
out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I have like 8 cameras.
he's got
He
a sign
ain't
in
been
the
right since now.
he's got a sign in the front yard that says landmines, beware.
Landmines.
Oh, that's a good idea. I need to do it.
No
But
soliciting.
everybody all my neighbors know that when I first moved in here, they thought I was a cop. So they're like, oh, I don't fuck with them. Then they thought I was DNR. And now the rumor is everybody
DNR,
thinks I'm under
Do you not
witness protection.
resuscitate?
So
No. Game warden.
yeah,
I know,
that's what they
that's
thought. They
weird.
thought I was. Yeah. Now, but all my other neighbors, I'm like, yeah, I got cameras there, and I point them out to them. They're like, how good are your cameras? So I can read your license plate going 40 miles an hour down the road. He's like, oh fuck.
Nice.
And you say I got the tinfoil hat.
No, I just live in the middle of fucking nowhere, so I need cameras.
Hey, he's got to record the middle of nothing happening.
The middle do bear shit in
Yeah.
the woods.
They shit wherever they want.
Dude, all my cameras record on my property in Florida is just a fucking dog that comes around every once in a while.
And shit's in your lawn.
Yeah.
I record the
Yeah.
deer, the bears.
Pretty much.
Occasionally, I get some random dude driving a side by side across my property who shouldn't be there.
You shoot
Shoot
'em?
at 'em.
I can't. You can't. Just
Why?
Lob the, you gotta lob the
Can't or
grenades at him.
won't.
Isn't that trespassing?
Yeah, but you can't just shoot at somebody for trespassing.
If you have a sign up that says "We'll shoot you if you trespass," then you're fine.
You
Maybe.
bet it ain't Texas.
This ain't Texas.
Yeah, shoot them and
Cross
bury them
that-
where they fall.
Cross that purple barrier right there, you're done for.
Oh,
pal.
we do. We have the purple barrier too. All my property's marked.
It's because you got no legs, Hombone.
got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan ain't got no legs.
Lieutenant Dan.
Throw that bukkake banana moonshine cream pie at him.
It's good.
Look at him licking them lips.
So, guys, I do have some good news.
Betty, hear it?
You're pregnant.
So,
Mazel tov!
I'm pregnant.
Rum's pregnant.
So, as you all know, Bragg is back.
Yep, I saw that.
It's no longer Fort Liberty.
Can we get rid of Kvass ass?
I have a feeling the rest are on the way.
That's so funny. They're all doing all of them.
I mean, if they're going to rename Fort Hood still, like I would have been fine with them renaming it after what's his name, the Medal of Honor guy. It should have been renamed after him. I'd have been cool with that.
I just think Hood sounds so cool.
Yeah, true.
But
Where are you from? Fort Hood.
Fort Hood.
Going.
Then people will say, then people go, ooh, when you talk to other veterans and be like, that place is ghetto as fuck. You're like, yes, it was.
Y'all remember Warnham?
No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Warham? Yep.
Warnham.
One of them.
Where you from?
That's some
Queen. Fucking
I don't know,
smoke a pack of
Hood was lit.
Newports and run fucking fast as fuck.
Dude, he ran a 12-minute mile right after smoking. I don't get it.
Yeah,
You don't fucking get it.
He ain't doing it now.
he didn't weigh nothing.
One hand.
Warnham.
No, man. Fort Hood was lit. All that land that we had access to.
Yeah, it's nice.
I mean, I get it. If you're just hanging out in the barracks and the PX every fucking day for your 4-year contract, you might get shot. But most of us were out doing something.
Yeah.
I'll give you it's more family oriented than being a single soldier.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Should Fort Hood be or should Cavazos be renamed back to Fort Hood?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to take away from the people they're named after, but you changed it just because you were upset with history.
Right.
That's my problem with it.
Right. You can't change history.
Yes.
You can only prevent it from happening again.
Absolutely.
That
And the only way
guy-
absolutely. And the only way to prevent it is stop pretending like it didn't happen.
Is stop sending $50 million worth of condoms to Gaza.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Fort Hood sounds way better.
Come on, man. They were trying to get those goats pregnant.
Yeah.
So
They have a built-in condom. What are you talking about?
Yikes.
well, from my experience lately, in the last year or so with my travels to Texas, a lot of people around Fort Hood did not even recognize it as the new name. They still all recognize it as Fort Hood.
It's like Fort Polk. Everybody that I know that's down at Fort Polk, they still call it Fort Polk.
Oh,
What did they change it to?
Fuck, it's weird as fuck. What is it?
I didn't know they changed Fort Polk.
Hold on, I'll tell you. Fort Johnson.
Yeah, Fort Johnson.
I like that.
Actually, it is kind of fitting because if you ever done JRTC, you're getting the Johnson for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, we got big units at Fort Johnson.
Where's private
Big
parts
mechanized
at?
units.
But what's interesting is like Fort Polk was named specifically for
Polka music.
for a Confederate general who lived in Louisiana, and he was also an Episcopal bishop after he was in the military. But they changed it to Fort Johnson, who was a New York guardsman. So they changed it to someone who would probably never even stepped foot in Louisiana.
Oh, there's a nasty girl out there getting butthurt. He's not getting recognition because all the active guys. Yeah, just quit your whining, little bitch. Go sweep your fucking hallway once a month.
Yeah.
Fucking
Bozo.
sport.
Fucking
But-
part-timer.
Give me some
So-
toilet paper, bitch.
So they were doing it just to satisfy a whole bunch of, social classes.
Nobody's.
And that's what I hate about it. If they were going to rename these legitimately for like a good reason, I'd have been cool with that in the beginning. Like we were just saying, but just doing it because you're upset with history and the names and who these people were shouldn't have been a justification to do it just to please the whiny ass babies who were like, that's offensive. That hurts my feelings. That's the only reason they
Doesn't
got
hurt
renamed.
my feelings. I can't work when you hurt my feelings, Bone.
Fuck your feelings.
I work better when my feelings are hurt.
Yeah, same. Rather be
You guys,
depressed.
all of you are just toxic.
Yeah.
I need Starbucks now.
My tombstone's gonna say toxic, please stay away.
No, you're just gonna say he voted for Trump, fit for treason.
So it's funny that you said that in the same sentence because my first hate comment from somebody about my band was this old lady, and she goes, "You must be voting for Trump because your band name fit for treason or something like that." I swear to God, it was on like Facebook or something when we first started.
Damn.
When's your next
So-
show? Sorry, Wise.
Yeah, go ahead, Wes.
Okay, so obviously there's a whole long list of fort changes that we haven't even discussed. But what do you guys think about this one? Okay, so Benning is no longer Benning.
What?
What?
Yeah, so Benning is
When
no
that
longer
happened?
Benning.
Yeah, it got
That
changed.
That
All
name
the bases got
changed.
changed.
That name changed on May 11th of 2023, but it was changed to honor General Hount Moore because now it's Fort Moore.
I'm cool with that.
So,
I-
what do you think of that name change?
I'm completely fine with that because
Hoy, do you
That
know
guy-
who Hal Moore is?
fucking
Yeah.
seventh.
No,
Yeah,
I'm talking about Hoy. Hoy's shaking his head.
No, I'm
We were
saying
soldiers.
we've had it so long. All the victories came from Fort Benning. You can't just change the name.
no, but I can see it naming after him because without honestly
Make him his own base. Make him a defact. Who cares? Come on.
He liked his fatty cakes.
Come on, man. Serve only cheeseburgers there.
That's where I went to basic training at.
Fort Beginning.
For beginning.
Okay, so what about Fort Gordon? Fort Gordon was renamed to Fort Eisenhower.
I don't even know where Fort Gordon was, to be
Yeah,
It's in
honest with you.
Georgia.
Georgia.
That can't be real.
Never heard of her.
Yes.
You've never heard of Fort Gordon?
No.
Either Fort Knox or Fort Hood. Everything else was made up.
No, it's somewhere else. Georgia?
It was funny because when I first joined, you had to go to anytime you went to a school or an NCOS school, you went to a new base every time to do something.
So we'll see if Trump actually does follow through with naming anything back. We'll see. I don't know. But Bragg was the first one that everybody was bitching about to put the name back. So we'll see what happens.
You know how many movies were already made with that name? Now kids are going to watch these movies and be like, what the fuck are they talking about?
So I kind of wanted to go over a couple wins this week that Trump had, which is just an astounding list, but I'm only going to go through a couple. So he brought back the 10th and 11th hostages since he started as a
Yeah, I
president.
saw that.
He brought the
Hamas.
10th and 11th back. One from Russia and one from Belarus. Yeah. And the one that he brought back from Russia, if you guys remember the Brittany Griner thing where she
Mhm.
was arrested and detained in Russia
For weed.
for weed,
Yep.
Biden decided to do a prisoner swap with them to get Griner out, but left
But
this
leave the
girl
other
there.
guy.
And he had
They're
already
Yeah,
been
and
there.
didn't we
He had
give him
already
like
been there for 2 years.
Yep.
a serial killer or something? What was that guy that we gave him?
Yeah, we gave
Yeah.
him
No, he was
Arms
an
deal.
arms dealer.
arms
Yeah,
dealer.
basically a
So
serial killer.
it's just crazy that we'll forget this guy who was also a veteran. Forget this guy. We'll bring back the lesbian female basketball star.
Yeah, this fucking giant man that plays women's basketball. That's a solid trade.
He likes the reefer.
Who gets in
Liggers,
trouble
man.
for weed, anyways?
Yeah, what a nerd.
In Russia?
What a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Have you seen the stuff that Russians make? If they're doing shit like that, like taking match heads and mixing it with other chemicals, I forgot what that drug is that they do. But
Oh, I think I've seen that.
yeah, it was floating around there for a little bit. But it's like they're inhaling that. I'm pretty sure the last thing they're worried about is some weed.
One of the other things he signed this week was reciprocal tariffs. So if a country has tariffs on our goods, we are tariffing their goods.
Well, that's the way it should be. Why
we're
why
no
should we be the
longer-
only ones to be tariffed and nobody else?
Right. We're no longer, and his statement to the press was, we're no longer going to be taken advantage of.
About time.
Right. That's a way to bring manufacturing back here, because if they bring the manufacturing back here, or if companies start or bring just have a manufacturing plant here in the States, he will remove the tariffs on their products in the U.S.
But do you think
And
them
they will
bringing
get
it
a
back
corporate
here,
tax break.
that the product's going to be
Yeah.
better again?
Yeah, because look, he used Harley Davidson as an example. Harley Davidson couldn't sell any of their motorcycles in India because the tariffs were so high, and India is like one of the worst countries in the world with tariffs. They couldn't afford to they couldn't make a profit by selling their American-made motorcycles in India, so they actually went and opened up a manufacturing plant in India and sold them there.
Well, that's also why they made a 500 and 700 cc bike, because it's their top selling motorcycle when you look at the world spectrum.
Yeah.
Middle East and India, all that, they love little Harleys.
So if an Indian company, or say a European company, wants to sell products here for cheaper and not have it tariffed, then it's their best option to open up a manufacturing plant here.
It should be that way.
Because Trump is also offering them a corporate tax rate decrease.
But how is it going to level itself out, right? So if we force companies, which I'm all for, bringing manufacturing back to America, but the whole reason we split away was because people couldn't afford American made anymore.
It'll be jobs. So here's the thing. Not only is it bringing jobs here, it's bringing in tariff money. And this is how Trump wants to eventually position to completely reducing our income tax to zero, or even just wiping out our income tax.
Which would be nice.
Could they
The
do
money
2020
paid off tariffs. And this is the way the country used to be before the income tax came along. The country made their money off of tariffs and imports.
Well, yeah, let's fuck over other countries, not us.
Right.
Yes.
Right. But ever since the 70s, or even before that, everything has now been going the other direction, and we've been getting screwed and being taken advantage of.
I kind of see a snowball effect, though, right? Because we haven't been number one in anything in decades, right?
Nope.
We've been declining in education, declining in pretty much everything. So, but if you bring it back here and we get our U.S. standard back and quality back, that's going to force people to have to learn those trades. Theoretically, we should be going back to evolving, not devolving, right?
Right. And this is one of his campaign promises and plans, is this is the golden age of America. And he's not planning 4 years. He's planning 40 years out. And that's what he said in his press conference the other day. This is not just to satisfy 4 years. This is to satisfy the next 40 years of planning.
Because it takes 40 years to get our debt fixed.
Right. But also to basically have the future of like, boy, what do you think your kids are going to be doing in 20 years? I mean,
Oh, they're going to be doing the floss on YouTube, making millions. They're going to be Fortnite stars. Don't worry.
Right there, it is.
Can't do
it.
All right, so Derek's going to head out early, but Derek, I wanted you to bring up this thing that you dreamt about, and
Oh, he had a dream of it?
ask us and put your questions toward us. Did he unplug his headphones?
Is
Already?
it a wet dream?
I think he did it by accident.
I think he's embarrassed now.
Garrett.
Oh my goodness, did I struggle so hard with that?
Yeah, we saw you.
Yeah,
Dude,
we
my
knew.
God, that was way difficult. It should have not been that hard. Like at all.
One of these days, you're going to get your level right to where you can function properly on the podcast.
No, never. I'm never right.
So, Derek,
Yes.
you got to head out early, but I wanted you to go over this dream you've had and what we were talking about earlier.
Oh yeah, I had a dream like so I was outside running. There's like sirens going off, and then like the Silent Hill siren.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then like the siren changed tone and pace, and these like I don't know, they launched something in the air, and then there was an airburst explosion of like these crazy like arrows, and it like killed everybody. But the point of the dream was, from that moment back, I was like panicking to get my stuff together, and like I couldn't get everything together that I needed to escape properly in my house. So anyways, I've been building a bug out bag, which is leading to my question of the night is, if everybody could have one essential item in their bug out bag, what would it be?
Fleshlight.
Flashlight.
Nice.
That's a good.
fleshlight or flashlight?
Fleshlight. Knowing Grant. That's already on my list.
Dude, something to
Okay.
make
You got
fire.
2 built-in ones.
No.
What are you talking about?
Knife.
They have ones with flashlights on them. That's 2-1
Yeah.
combo. Can
Yeah, you charge it through inertia.
Copyrighted.
you imagine clearing a house with a flashlight? Like,
Trademark it. It's got a flashlight inside of it.
yeah.
You can lock it in so it doesn't slide off, but still use it as a light.
Imagine if that's how we charge Teslas and EVs.
What?
Put our wieners
Thrust
in
per minute?
Yeah.
Thrust per minute.
Thrust per minute is your charge rate. 206 Taurus has a Tesla. He's gonna be Vaselined up trying to charge that thing.
So okay, so Hoy, what would you have? What's your like number one item in a bug out bag?
Realistically, probably fire starter.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same. Because staying warm is going to be the hardest part.
and I don't mean like waterproof matches. I mean like something that can actually not go to shit in less than a year.
Yeah, no, I have 2 of them. I have
Like
one
a
for a
flint.
backup in case I lose one.
The biggest thing too with that, if you get into it, is actually going out and trying to start a fire with that fire starter, because it's a bitch.
Yeah,
It's a
no,
pain
it
in the
is.
ass. It's never a good time to do it that way.
It's not
I
like
don't
it
know.
is
I
in
watch a
the
lot of
movie.
outdoor
But I
plays.
can
I
do
could
it
probably
now.
figure it out.
It took me a couple tries. Well, I had a fireplace, so I would practice with the fireplace, trying to use the fucking flint and shit to get it going. Take me like an hour, but I get it.
It's a good idea.
I don't know, like in my bug out bag, because I always carried one in Florida, like whenever I'd go back in that swamp.
Yeah,
go
yeah, yeah.
fishing.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing I'd carry with me is my radio.
Yeah.
Because without that, or I have my little Garmin, my InReach Garmin, that you pay like a monthly subscription, so that way, I mean, if God forbid something happens to you and you're
Yeah, you
somewhere
hit the
where there's
SOS
no
button
service,
on it.
yeah, you hit the SOS button. They're sending people out to you, but
Yeah, I have
but
it on
in
my
a
watch.
bug out situation, that's not really,
I was gonna say A subscription doesn't matter in an apocalypse.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
Way
when
to,
the power grid
way to
goes
communicate.
I lost
Yeah.
service, guys.
And I'm talking like I'm talking full scale. Like water's gone to shit, food's gone to shit. Like you got to grab your shit and go. Like you
Okay.
got.
So Zach, is your radio a wind-up radio?
Well, I do have one of those that has like you wind it up and it has like a flashlight on it and like has
Yeah.
like your FM and
The
AM
National
radio.
Weather Service
and
thing
you
on
can
there.
still get
Yeah.
the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't have one of those. That might be a good one for me.
You need to get them. Yeah, because
I
they
don't have
broadcast emergency signals on them.
If
Yeah,
you
you
want me to
can-
be realistic, though, I'm gonna go get everything I need with what I have in here. So I don't really need to pack it because there's gonna be somebody out there that already
has
it for me,
Boy,
and I'm just gonna go grab that.
this isn't. This
Hey,
isn't
what you got in your
Call of Duty,
backpack?
man.
100%, it's gonna be Fallout. You're not gonna trust anybody. Everybody's gonna be for themselves. It's
gonna be like
cute to think
DayZ in
about
real life.
different scenarios, but when you're actually hungry and you got 6 people in your family that haven't eaten too, I'm definitely gonna pop that 2 people to take what you got.
Yeah, no, for
It'd
sure.
be like
I
a
got-
bunch of feral animals.
Yeah, no, I got a
Yeah.
full combat load, my AR and stuff ready, but just more like so. The bag I have has like a laminated map of Michigan, has some fire starters, has like a survival little poncho tent, kind of it's like this big, some like a little survival sleeping bag that's camo, and then I have a obviously tourniquet. I have a whole first aid bag that my girlfriend will carry. And then I have 3 MREs and some water purification tablets, some life straws, and then a gravity water-fed water purifier you can hang in it, which I've used in Colorado. It does work. It hangs and it filters water for you. It's like a I don't know, 2 liter, maybe more than a
it's
2
like
liter
2
bag.
liters, Yeah.
Yeah, 2 liter
Yeah.
bag. You can catch rainwater. You can get
I think you pretty
river
much-
water with it.
You pretty much got it. I mean, obviously, like I don't bring up guns and ammo because it's just a given.
No, yeah,
I
I got
know.
guns.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody has that. I'm not, but water purifying and fire are probably your top 2 priority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
You know what's more important than all those?
This one.
Antibiotics.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I have a whole first aid bag that my old medic made me when I got out, and it's got like chest seals, the needle decompression, tourniquets. It's got the pill identifier, the medication thing. It's got combat gauze. Like it's a big green bag, so I'm good on the medical stuff too there. But I don't have like. Oh, I guess I have insect bite stuff in there, Neosporin, ointment.
With everything I
Oh,
have, the
okay.
only thing I don't have is IV solution. I have
Yeah,
everything.
I don't have IV bags.
I got the splints. I got
Yeah,
sewing. I got
So
quick clot.
yeah. What's the I forgot the needle decompression. What's that called? Third intercostal space down. What is that called?
Between the second
No,
and
that
third.
is it.
It is.
That's called needle decompression.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if there was another name for it. I have one of those in there too.
So Bowen, what is your like one and only item that you have to have in your bug out bag?
A knife. A good survival knife.
Yeah.
Good
I
survival
was
knife.
gonna have dysentery. I got a knife.
Well, I can boil water. I can filter water with,
With what? With your knife?
No, but fucking a knife will get you fucking a lot farther too. Like you said.
But
I
here's
could
the
use
thing,
it
though.
Two,
to
but
awesome.
you might
But-
be in. Oh, go ahead, Wes.
But of all of us here, who are the ones that aren't going to need to go anywhere? I know Bowen, you're not going to go anywhere.
I need to go somewhere.
Well,
Zach, you're probably not going to go anywhere.
in Texas, you're not gonna move. You're not gonna try to get out. You're not in an HOA or neighborhood or something.
No. I mean,
That's
I'm
why-
in a neighborhood. I got ranches to go to.
That's why
Oh,
I gotta make sure that I go where you guys are.
Man,
So
man,
I'll have the bug out bag, but my bug out bag, my one and only item I gotta have is toothbrush.
Yeah,
I don't give a
Can't have
fuck.
that stank breath.
Yeah.
he's starving, dehydrated.
scare all the deer
breath
away.
no
I
good.
almost
But I got pearly whites.
from a
Well,
whole
no,
area-
that makes sense because like even if you're just using just bristles and water, like
Charcoal.
a toothache can kill you.
Oh, look at
faster
You
than
just do that with some bark. Just
No,
I have
yeah.
hand sanitizer in my bag too. Couple
You mouthwash it.
bottles.
Yep, bar soap will go a long way too.
But that's not for cleaning
no.
my hands. That's for drinking.
Oh, I'm gonna bring. Oh no, wait. Best bug out thing is my portable shitter from.
I have a
Jacobs.
portable shitter in the back of
Oh
my
yeah.
truck.
It's the same one from NTC.
Swag
what are you
bag.
gonna do when you run out of bags?
Oh, I don't use that.
No.
Put shit on the
He
ground.
just uses it for a mobile seat.
Yeah, just
Oh, I got.
I
you.
used
You got
that
the
hunt. I
bottom
used that
blowout.
hunting this year. I just set it in the weeds and sat on it and shat, so I didn't have
Yeah,
to
it's
like sit
nice.
against a tree or something.
So
stupid.
handy. Yeah, you can't beat it. I'm a
I
lazy
gotta hand-
shitter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
No, that's good though, Derek. That's
No,
I hope
that's a
your
rabbit
dreams,
hole, dude.
Yeah, that is a rabbit hole, but dude, man, I hope your dreams don't come true.
no,
Yeah,
and it's but it's a reoccurring dream, but like different scenarios. Like it's the same, like shit's happening, but like I'm like struggling in the
playing
house to get
Fallout.
things together.
It starts with bug out bag, and then you get into stocking, and then
No, I just steal all that.
it's a dangerous hobby for sure.
Then you're looking at equipment for your vehicles. Then you're looking at what are you what are you putting in for food?
Well,
I just do,
that's
like,
when you start
cachets.
really looking for a diesel, because then you can start making your own home brew at home, and then you learn how to do that. So then you can make your own fuel.
Then you need
It's a
manual
whole fucking
purely
thing. Then you end up
carbureted.
buying a generator just in case.
Just very like cachets, like places where you hunt. You know, if you have like permission to hunt someone's land or something, get permission from them to like bury caches or something.
That'd be exciting. You're out metal detecting and find 3 ARs.
I've been digging in my backyard and I'm looking for arrowheads and stuff. And I'm
Yeah.
finding all sorts of
That's
bullshit.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably cool.
So Ohio
Yeah.
hosts like one of the largest preppers conferences every year down in Columbus, and I was thinking about taking my coffee down there this year and actually having a booth because
I think that's a great
everybody
idea.
needs coffee. Whether you're
Yeah,
That's a great idea.
your bug out bag should have coffee too.
Yep.
make it like an
That's a great
MRE
idea.
instant.
Well, if you
Yeah.
had an instant, I would throw it in my bug out bag.
I do
Yeah.
the 2 ounce sample packs.
Oh yeah.
Can you make a 50-gallon drum of that?
2 ounces.
Boy, it's not hard to make your own instant coffee. Just grind it all up and put it in a bag.
Is that all it is?
Yeah.
You grind down beans
It's like
and
French
freeze it?
press.
Yeah. If you get it down to the powder, if you grind it down to the
Yeah, just
powder,
run it through a food processor to a powder.
then you can just add water and it dissolves.
I did not know that.
What do you think a K cup is?
I don't know.
Open one up.
A
I
K
was
cup is
scared to
just
see what it is.
powdered coffee where they add water and then it goes through the filter and then boom, it's there.
No, every time I go and look into something I like, it ends up being the worst thing in the world, giving me cancer, and it's killing me. I don't want to ruin coffee, at least. I've ruined everything else.
Well, you should be happy though because RFK Jr. is now your
He got
HHS
passed.
secretary. Yes.
That's
Yep.
right. Get rid of all them food dyes, processed
All the
bullshit.
food dyes and seed oils and everything.
Yeah,
But
but
honestly-
it needs to be done.
I gotta get off there,
Yeah.
boys.
All right,
No,
Derek.
no.
Peace,
All right,
man.
guys. Later.
See you next week.
Oh yeah.
Bye, Derek.
So continuing down, the Trump wins this week. So he did the tariffs. HHS secretary has been passed through the Senate. Ag secretary has passed through the Senate. There's a few other secretaries that have been passed. The last remaining big one is Kash Patel. Supposedly that'll happen this week.
You know, the ag thing is, are we going to stop paying farmers to not farm? Are we actually going to bring farming back?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's on the agenda. One of the agenda items is definitely to bring farming back, and that also goes into the tariffs. Stop dumping all your ag products here when
then
we
on the
are a
second-
breadbasket.
Side of that is they already lost, or government didn't lose, but farmers lost millions when they did this whole
Yeah.
chicken wipeout, swine
Mhm.
wipeout. all
Yep.
based on a theory, but they killed millions and millions of fucking stock.
Mhm.
Like, do they get reimbursed for that?
I don't know. What kills me is in Ohio this month alone, they killed like 46 million chickens because of
Yeah,
the bird flu.
a bird flu that is not confirmed, hasn't been confirmed,
Right.
but it's spreading everywhere, but hasn't actually had anything.
Which pushed eggs to over $7 a dozen in the store here in Ohio.
So,
Um,
what?
Yeah,
That's it?
it was $7.20 when I went to the store yesterday for a dozen eggs.
We're at 37.48 for 60 count.
Wait, what?
60, the 3 racks of eggs.
Oh,
That used to
Yeah.
cost us here, like we were just talking like 6-7 months ago, we were paying 12 something for 60 eggs. It was like $12, $10, depending on where we went. It's 37.83 as of Wednesday when I went food shopping.
Damn, y'all pay for eggs?
well, not
What's
all
that
of
time
us
of year?
have
Fuck,
chicken.
not even my chickens are laying eggs right now. Sorry, bastards. I only got 3 like the last week.
Well, Graham's still 75, right? Oh, you're in Texas right now. Never mind.
So, you said that's 60 eggs?
Yeah,
Okay, and what are you paying?
37 and some change.
Oh man, you're pretty much the same as we are because it's a dozen.
What the fuck do we have the same cost of living as each other?
Yeah, so if you
No,
take that
sure.
60 eggs, divided by a dozen by 12, that's 5 dozen. And if you're paying what we are paying, which is $7.20 a dozen, it all evens out to the same. You're just buying 60 eggs. I'm buying a dozen. It's still the
Well,
same
yeah,
price.
I got a family to feed. You're just feeding you
Yeah.
and your dogs.
Right. But what is it going to do then with the chickens? I haven't seen the price of chicken chicken go up yet. As far
Well, it
as
won't
like,
until they stop killing them.
Well, I
Wow.
can tell you the price of chicken feed's gone up again.
which is crazy because you got less chickens out there.
I know, it's fucking stupid. So it's almost back to $16 fucking for a 50-pound bag again.
Well, they're trying to force you to stop feeding chickens. They don't want homegrown chickens and eggs.
Which is crazy because during the Great Depression, a lot of even cities were allowing chickens to be in city limits at a certain level.
Some of them, some cities gave you fucking chickens.
In Tacoma, you're allowed 7 per household. You're allowed 7 chickens. And it was all something because when
No
no
wonder
one had
Tacoma looks like
food,
that.
you could have fucking eggs, right?
But what I don't understand is like they're trying to get home families and all that to stop harvesting eggs from your home chickens. But what is killing 40 million farmed chickens going to do about homegrown chickens? Why don't they just regulate the homegrown chickens or the homegrown eggs?
You think that would push people to go and get more chickens?
Well,
Right?
no, it would push people to have to go buy it in the store because if I can't go down the street to the farm and buy eggs because it's regulated or banned, I would just go to the grocery store. So really, they're doing it the wrong way.
No, yeah, I get what you. Yeah,
They should be banning it from homes and increasing the productions at the farms, at the big corporate farms, instead of killing all the corporate farms chickens and me going down and buying a dozen eggs for $4 from Mary on her farm.
well, if the prices don't come down, you're just gonna make people go and get chickens. It's already popular, like we were just talking about homesteading and bug out bagging and shit hit the fan planting. You know, that's been hot the last few years, ever since COVID.
Mm-hmm.
You're just gonna push people to do it faster and get more away from buying shit.
From going to the grocery store.
Does Tractor Supply still sell chickens? I haven't gone years.
Yeah.
I mean, right there, people are just gonna go down there. How long does it take for a chick to start laying, Bowen?
6 months.
6 months,
Maybe.
give or take.
That ain't shit, right?
Nope.
Maybe less
How
than
long
that. Maybe it's 3 months.
No,
How long
it's
does
between
it-
it's between 4 and 6
How long does it yield egg? How many years?
till it dies.
Rough. All the way.
Most of my-
They gotta
yeah.
slow down.
Feel like
sooner,
5
though,
years.
right?
Yeah, they'll
5
slow
years.
down. Chickens. I mean, most of our chickens lay. Or most of our birds are old right now. They're all 5-6 years old and they're still laying eggs.
I had an old ass one that got shot She's an old ass bitch, and she still lay eggs, and they're funky looking, fucked up looking eggs, and she's like,
Yeah, like
Well,
all this
she
shit.
like
Yeah,
it.
it happens.
I need to kill that bitch.
So
Did you
are
eat
the
that?
eggs? Are the eggs still
No.
good?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're just like eggs. The only difference, the only problem you run into is there's either not enough calcium or too less calcium in the shells, and that's where
Right.
they're deformed. That's
Yeah.
it. That's the only problem.
and they'll be like really easy to break. You want them to be kind of
Super
hard.
hard to break either.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I need
I
to
give
get
all my
chicken.
chickens away to my neighbor. They're all the lady next door to me. All my
We'll see
chickens
out
are
here.
beanies.
It's hard, especially at Tacoma, because they decided to release like thousands of feral cats.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
So cats and gardens don't go together. You got a cat pissing and shit in your yield, it's ruined.
Got to do raised gardens and fence it off, huh?
I don't even think that works.
No.
Not with a cat, man.
No,
So,
I have a chicken prison. You have to fully enclose it in metal cage. Like
Geese.
Well, it's
wire.
not just the chicken thing. I just mean just in fact, like why would you do that? Why would you do something like that? Knowing that there's community gardens, pretty much everybody out here grows something.
They're sabotaging y'all.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I think it is.
Wouldn't put it past them.
So one of the other wins this week was President Trump instructed EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin to terminate Biden-era regulations restricting water flow and mandating inadequate light bulb standards. So we're going to go back to incandescent light bulbs. Yes.
Yeah.
And we're going to get high flow faucets.
Nice.
High flow faucets.
My thing
Well,
is they
they'll bring it
better
back.
fucking. He needs to reverse that bill for gas appliances, for natural gas appliances and water. Because my house, my whole house is my furnace is natural gas, my water heater is natural gas.
That was on new construction that Biden put in.
Yeah.
And I think he reversed that. I'd have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure that was also part of it. Boys, Gulf of America.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy? You know what's wild is a lot of people called to complain about it.
Yeah. I don't care.
What is
No,
it?
we earned that. They changed the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America on like
Oh.
Google and Apple
Yeah.
Maps.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
The
Fight us
Department of
for it.
Veterans Affairs implemented a new flag policy to promote the prominence of the American flag.
Yep.
So no more pride in BLM flags and trans flags at VA facilities.
You ever thought in your life there would be a new law made to preserve the American
I
flag?
know, right?
Like that flag is fire.
Did y'all see the how was it? Worcester, Massachusetts. Like it was like a community.
Yeah.
Community.
It's now a
sanctuary
It's now a sanctuary city for drag queens and trans people.
Yeah. I saw it on TikTok.
You should
and they were
look
talking
up-
about.
You should look up their welfare to population.
Oh, I'm sure it's. I don't know. I saw
They
it.
don't
I'm
be
like, holy
working.
fuck. Yeah.
Well, they need somewhere to go since they're all getting fired.
Yeah. President Trump signed an executive order to end the use of paper straws.
Thank God.
God, they're disgusting too. They break down halfway through your
You know
drink
how
and-
many chemicals it takes to make paper?
Oh yeah, especially
And now
layered.
you're going to let it dissolve into your drink and your mouth?
That's already full of microplastics that's going to be in our penises when we die.
That's a myth.
No.
Plastic is the future.
I just pissed him out.
I just
saw it.
And on top of all this stuff this week, we were at $93 trillion of saved tax dollars through Doge.
That's
So if
huge.
you put water bottles into
Or
your
93
Keurig,
billion, I'm sorry.
does that filter catch the microplastics?
Probably not.
How do you know that?
I don't know. I'm not a water purification. I'm not a water purification specialist.
So
Everyone in
206
Tacoma's
Torres
growing weed.
says everyone in Tacoma is growing weed. So what are the eggs like if the chickens are eating the weed and then producing eggs?
Happy chickens, happy eggs,
Happy
man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Our chickens are free range and
They're
don't
going
go
back to
too
their
far.
dinosaur days. They're flying, man.
Free range
They're
and
already
high
dumber
as
than
fuck?
boxed rocks.
They take a couple hits and then they take 3 steps in the yard and they freeze. And they just hang out. I got all my
All right.
chickens doing the Fetty lean.
You boys ready for the memes of the week?
We are, because
Oh,
I
yeah.
gotta get off here in a couple minutes.
Or
Is
at
it
least
some
the,
George Floyd
the
or what?
images of the week? Hold on. So here's how much of a savage President Trump is. Look at what he put outside the in the hallway of the Oval Office.
Oh,
dude-
your office.
The dude hung up his
He put
mugshot.
his own picture up.
No, it's his mugshot.
This is mugshot.
I know.
That's savage.
So every time
Kid.
people walk into the Oval Office, they gotta look right down the hallway at his mugshot.
Yeah.
My president's a felly.
Savage. That
He
dude.
can't even own a gun.
Was he ever convicted?
Yeah, 36
Yeah.
counts.
Damn.
36 counts, and then they basically wiped away all the sentencing.
So he's actually
Right.
convicted. That's
Yes.
crazy.
They're on his record, but he has no punishment for it.
Right.
Other than he couldn't do business in New York for like 2 years or 5 years,
Yeah.
something like that.
Which he already pulled his businesses out of New York anyway. So
Yeah. And it didn't stop his kids from being able to
right.
run it. So he's still getting money.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
stupid what they went through. Okay. Here's one for y'all. If you're down in Texas, you might see this. This is outside Galveston.
Welcome to the Gulf Coast.
This is probably facing Mexico.
Why does that house look like it's in Mexico, though?
It
kinda
does, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's in Brownsville.
Probably. All right, and then the last
Definitely a
one here.
poverty town.
This one is for y'all for Valentine's Day. Girl, are you a federal agency? Because I'd like to come inside you.
Yeah. Hopefully you get a top security clearance.
My boy's looking like fire in that picture.
Mm-hmm. The dude is nonstop. And the other day he was wearing a t-shirt that said tech support, and it was so funny. He was going
Well-
into the Department of Education, and he's just walking in like the boss man.
We all got to do the Elon wave now.
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good.
I haven't finished my interview yet. So, you know.
Hats
I
on.
can't join in the festivities. So Hitler, not a bad guy, right? No.
Jeez. So that is today's show, February 14th.
Can you look up some George Droid memes?
Some George Floyd?
Droid.
Droid.
George Droid. Oh, you don't know about this.
No, I don't.
Oh God!
He came
Don't-
back
Don't,
and he's trying
yeah,
to take
don't-
the world over.
don't go down that
All
rabbit hole.
levels are low.
So apparently everybody's trying to get out of Washington D.C. before they're basically arrested. Look at the new homes that are hitting the market in D.C.
Yep.
Like everywhere.
I didn't even know there was
Damn.
houses in DC, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
People live there for real?
Oh yeah.
I thought that was all AI.
Why are they selling their houses?
Because they're all probably
They're running
part of
from-
the they're running from the government.
Hmm.
They're all
Those
probably
are all
part of the
the
USA,
assistants for
yeah.
the assistants.
all the theft and all that, and the fraud, waste, and abuse, and USAID. Because I
Why?
mean, look, when one agency like that, USAID, has like 97,000 people or something like that, or 37,000 people working for the agency, you know that there's something wrong with it.
You need numbers to make things happen, Wise.
Even Sarah Adams on the Sean Ryan podcast called that out. She said, "We're paying Al Qaeda.
Oh
The
yeah,
United States is paying Al Qaeda. We're paying for
we were paying for Al
survivors.
Qaeda colleges.
Yeah,
Hey,
the
man,
survivors
you gotta
of being killed over there.
Mm-hmm.
you gotta spend
Widowers.
money to start wars for oil. You know.
Yeah,
We were paying for college education for Al Qaeda terrorist kids.
Yes.
So what's the point of going in there and wiping out a province then if we're just gonna have to pay them all back?
Can we
Right.
get a post 9/11 GI Bill. Suck our dicks.
That's limited.
So
Sorry, that's too much education for this bill.
Washington
want it too smart.
D.C. What Doge is finding, Washington D.C. for years has been one criminal money laundering scheme.
Oh, it's been that way since the fucking 60s, man.
Yeah. And they were using USAID as their way to back into the money.
You guys just didn't give Biden enough time to fix it.
Oh yeah.
Well, did you
years?
guys see that
He was so close.
He was so close.
$2 trillion was found wasted in the Medicare and Medicaid?
That is actually not surprising. I thought the number
That's
would be
not surprising.
higher.
They were sending it to people across the world who had never needed it or never deserved it. I don't even think they're American citizens.
No, and then you got to think. Okay, so you talked about them giving like medical for trans and weirdos that don't know what the fuck they need to do in life. Like those surgeries are never a first time success.
Nope.
It's a multiple attempt thing if you even get it.
Mhm.
It's like 80% fail rate. Some
Mhm.
crazy number like that. And we were
wild.
paying for 1, 2, 3, 4 attempts plus recovery time, plus
Mhm.
all the different
The lifelong
therapies
medications
and-
you got to be on after that.
I mean, how
Mhm.
much is it actually per head?
That's
I don't know,
banana.
man. I just can't believe that we have a government accountability office, the GAO, but yet we have years and years and years of fraud, waste, and abuse. So what the hell have
Because-
they been doing?
Nothing. They weren't doing
They
anything.
were
They should
held-
be held out- and they should be held
Oh,
accountable.
they were busy. They were busy
Oh,
making sure they were able to launder.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're absolutely.
Here you go. Zach, do it in your Trump voice.
Roses are red, violets are blue. That's a beautiful accent, but I can't understand you.
Who do you think he's actually trying to talk to? China?
Oh man.
You well fucking played.
I
I
can't
watched
wait.
that video on TikTok, and there was an Indian dude in the comments. He's like, "I'm Indian. I didn't even understand that guy."
Oh my god. Yeah. Who it was like being stuck on hold with tech support.
Yeah,
Hey man, stop making fun of 206 Torres' people. He's feeling offended right now. That red dot's glowing.
Dot not feather.
Dot not feather.
You're never going to live that down to the day.
Never.
I'm going to put that if you die before me, I'm going to have that put on your headstone.
Oh no, that's what I was about to say. So the day Trump does croak, right, and they do a whole ceremony and they do like a playback of everything he's done in America, it's gonna be beats like that. She's a horrible, horrible person. Like, that's
so what
my
happened
dude.
with Russia wanting to charge the Biden family for assassination attempts?
Oh, I don't know.
On
I don't know. That
did you hear about that?
I'm gonna have to dive into that. I saw it. I don't know.
I don't know. It's interesting to hear now. I don't know where any of this stuff from the Biden family is gone. I think they're waiting until all this Doge stuff and everything settles down before Congress then goes back into figuring out what to do with
them.
the Bidens. Yeah.
Yeah, his blanket fucking pardon with everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
how
You
does that
know-
work?
I don't know.
I don't remember what I was going to say now.
I mean, they're just exempt from fucking all the crimes they've ever committed.
Apparently, all the money they laundered.
Well, and it goes back to 2012. So it's kind of interesting. I think 2012. So it's kind of interesting. And Fauci's goes back to 2014.
So how can he write pardons for shit when he wasn't even in office for? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what's crazy? If you didn't hear about it in the gun world, the Supreme Court took a case suing Smith and Wesson. Mexico is suing Smith and Wesson. It's crazy, right? And I don't even mean like the actual court case because it's stupid. Mexico's blaming Smith and Wesson. All your guns are arming the cartel or some bullshit. But the fact that they allowed another country in to do a case against America seems weird, right?
Yeah,
Has that ever happened before?
I don't know.
Have we ever allowed another country to sue a manufacturer and let it
The
go
United
that
States?
far into the court system?
Mm.
I don't know.
Because you ever talk about if Russia does it, well, we just allowed Mexico to do it. What's going to stop every other country from doing it?
Tariffs.
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 You come back at us. With
We'll
more
put a tariff. We'll put a tariff on them.
How about
fellas,
Elon Musk? How about
got-
Elon Musk just going around and having babies?
Right. He's got like 11 kids, doesn't he?
Well, he had another one came out today. Conservative influencer, right wing political influencer, said she had a child with him 5 months ago.
5 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
That dude's an alien. He's a reptilian. He's got to be.
Rip
For
to
sure.
I love little X though. Man, that kid is so cute.
There was
You can't be talking like that, Wise. Not in this world.
there's TikToks going around. It was from like a left wing media, more or less, talking about little X talking shit to Trump in the Oval Office while Elon was talking, like saying like "get the fuck out of my office" or like saying something like that to Trump, and Trump just looks away. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but or he said something
That'd
like
be-
you're not the president and you know it, or something like that.
No, I don't think that's.
Like,
I don't
these
know.
left-wing fucking media is just fucking crazy.
They're trying to tear those two apart, and
Yeah.
there's an interview coming out on Tuesday, I think Monday or Tuesday, with both of them together in the interview, and they admit it right there that they know the media is trying to tear them apart, and they said they never will. These two are like they have got a bromance going.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's funny
yeah.
because Trump sits there, Elon's in the Oval Office just answering questions, and Trump's sitting at his desk just laughing and nodding his head because of all the shit that they found and everything that Elon's saying to the reporters. I mean, Elon's even calling out the reporters right to their face, and it's so funny. I love
Good.
it.
My favorite picture still is where all three of them are force feeding McDonald's down RFK's mouth. You want to be a part of this team? Eat that Big Mac.
So yeah, in the coming weeks, hopefully we'll see what he does. He makes some waves already, and then also that JFK and the RFK files are supposed to be coming out.
But they already did.
They were released,
Parts
but they
of
have.
it.
Yeah, they have.
They're going through the
15 days.
declassification. Yeah.
Yeah. And the FBI actually found hidden files that were never given to the Warren Commission in their basement.
Yep.
So
Of course, they
we'll see
found
what those files
They
say.
found them.
Yeah.
Wonder where those
Mhm.
came from. Oh, Biden.
Where'd
had
those come from?
Corvette.
What?
They found it. They found it in his glove box.
In Biden's glove box. No, but apparently Anna Luna Paulina, I think that's her name, or Anna Paulina Luna. She's a congresswoman out of Florida. She saw some of these, and she already said that there's going to be an investigation because there's a second shooter on the JFK files.
Yep.
Yeah, the driver.
We'll see.
It was not the driver, but the pat. Yeah, one of the
Dude
guards.
goes like this.
Yeah, the driver. We'll see. We'll see what happens, and I can't wait to figure out for all these years how much we've been lied to.
Yep.
I mean, no wonder our government. Nobody trusts our government.
No, there was a guy on a corner of every street trying to warn you, and you just called him crazy.
Yeah, he's the one with the end is near.
The way
Yeah.
the world's ended.
Yeah,
You're like, oh, you're crazy.
yeah. All right, boys. Hey, great show tonight.
Indeed.
You got anything else, Zach?
Mm-mm.
No. Bowen?
Why not, Graham?
Nope. Good.
Boy? You got anything else?
I got tons
Great
of
show
stuff.
tonight. Loved it. About an hour and a half. Don't forget, we'll be here every Friday night, usually about 9:30ish. You don't want to miss our live stream because you never know what we might say.
It's
Don't
okay.
forget
Why is you're just trying to rush off here so you can go torta hunting on Valentine's Day?
Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe on Rumble, subscribe on YouTube, and catch our replays on Spotify. We'll catch you all next week.